us. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Let's go.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field. Put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. B.J. Hill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Christian Watson,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Colts have taken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turning over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB. And he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
to throw now in his own end zone.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and long.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamison Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, here's Etienne. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Another tote for Etienne. A solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Etienne up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL, because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 11. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Set, ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Colts on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man, Woods.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They go play action with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw again is Jackson. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Draw play, Etienne.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Black Ultra.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And some room to maneuver. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball